Ladies and gents, today I'm going to be teaching you something that school never taught you. And no, it's not taxes, although they do need to teach that, how to get a perfect credit score, despite only 1% of the population ever getting a perfect credit score. Whether you need an auto loan, personal loan, renting an apartment, mortgage for a house, opening new credit cards, or getting a business line of credit, the first step is to understand what is a credit score. Simply put, it's just a number to determine a person's reliability to borrow money and pay it back. Credit score ranges all the way from 300 to 850. Now 300 to 579 being poor, 580 to 669 being fair, 670 to 739 being good, 740 to 779 being very good, and then 800 to 850 being exceptional. Now these are based off the FICO scores. Now there are two scoring models, so there's FICO, there's also Vantage. In this video we're going to be focusing on FICO because it's more widely used. So what factors make up your entire credit score? Now there are 5 key factors. First one being payment history, which is 35% of your entire credit score. Next is amounts owed, which takes up 30%, and then length of credit history, which takes up 15%. After that is credit mix, which takes up 10%, and then finally new credit, which takes up the last 10% of your entire credit score. Now the first 3 factors are the most important because they take up 80% of your entire credit score. Now starting with payment history accounting for 35% of your credit score, first, pay your bills on time. It is crucial for you to learn how to pay your bills on time every month. You can do this by setting reminders on your phone or setting up automatic payments. Now if you're like me, I like to remind myself. I like to know where my money's going, so I don't like to set up auto pay. But if you are a forgetful person and you can't remember to set up reminders or you dismiss reminders, set up auto payments so you don't miss the payment. Now if you're having a hard time with on-time payments, go ahead and reach out to your credit card issuer. Most of the time they will help you out, but see if you can work out a later date to pay or a payment plan or even getting a lower rate. Up next is amounts owed at 30% of your credit score. First, pay off your credit card balances. Having high balances can negatively impact your credit score because of credit utilization. So what credit utilization is your total credit card debt divided by your total credit limit out of all your cards. Typically people say you should stay under 30%, but personally I'd recommend staying under 10%, and then you don't want to have 0% reporting to the credit bureaus as your credit utilization also. Now it can do no harm to your credit score, but it won't help your credit score also. You want to show to the credit bureaus, these lenders, that you can handle credit card debt and you're good at managing it. Now if you spend a lot of money, there are ways to go around this. So first, you can pay off your credit card balances before the statement closes. This being is when the statement closes, then the credit card company will report to the credit bureau of how much balance you have left. So if you spent $5,000, credit limit is $5,000, that's 100% credit utilization. Now before the statement closes, if you pay off $4,500, you have $500 left. That credit utilization will be whatever that debt is at that time divided by your total credit limit. Second, you can apply for more credit cards that will increase your credit limit overall, because you have one credit card with $5,000 credit limit and you have another credit card that you apply for and they give you another $5,000 credit limit. Total is $10,000 overall. So third step you can do is ask for a credit limit increase. Now Amex, you can do this on their website. It's pretty simple. You can almost triple it after you have the card for a certain amount of time. Generally, you can just call the credit card company and then ask them for a credit limit. They might ask you why you need a credit limit, so you can just be honest with them. If you have to make a big purchase this month or whatever reason you need a credit limit increase, just be honest with them. The worst they can say is no. And then the fourth step is you can look at getting what is called a charge card. Now Amex is very popular for these. They're Amex Platinum card, Amex Gold card, and Amex Green card. Now those are not traditional credit cards. These are called charge cards. So what they are is they don't have a preset spending limit or a credit limit, so you can spend what you need to do based off of your income and what they will allow you to buy. Now the important thing is that it doesn't report on your credit utilization. So you have $1,000 on your charge card, it will report to the credit bureau that you owe $1,000, but it won't affect your credit utilization. Now at 15%, you have length of credit history. Now the golden rule is keep your oldest credit card account open. You should never close a credit card account unless you absolutely need to. Now for example, if your first credit card has a $700 annual fee, then yes, that is a valid reason to close out your account, because if you don't use it or you can't afford it, then it's not going to help you in the long run. Go ahead and close that. Now if it's a $0 annual fee, go ahead and keep that open. You always want to keep your oldest account open because a long credit history will show these lenders that you are good at managing credit. Now if you're a credit card fiend like me, taking advantage of all these benefits for yourself, it's okay to close an account after 13 months as long as it is in good standing. Now if you're new to credit, becoming an authorized user user can build your credit history very fast. So the idea is someone you trust, such as your wife, husband, mom, dad, anyone in your family, or a best friend, if you trust them absolutely and they have a good credit score and they're in good standing with their credit companies, you can become an authorized user as long as they allow that, and then basically all that credit history on that card will go to your history. Now on the other hand, if they have bad credit, you don't want to do that because that can negatively impact your credit score. It'll be harder to rebuild from that. So to become an authorized user, the person that is adding you to their credit card as an authorized user needs your information, whatever they say that they need, and then they'll be given a card sent to them. Now they can give it to you, set restrictions on it and everything like that, but all that credit history will go over to you. Now credit card companies have rules, so you have to be a certain age. I'm not too sure what the age is, but some of them are like 14, 15, 16, all the way up to 18. So up next is credit mix, which comes at 10% of your credit score. Basically, do you have a diversity of credit? Having a diversity of credit such as an auto loan, personal loan, mortgage, and credit cards will help present to these lenders that you are good at managing different credit accounts. And then last but not least, the last factor is new credit, which is 10% of your credit score. Basically, limit your credit applications to a minimum. So this includes auto loans, personal loans, credit cards, and mortgages. This being is that it produces a hard inquiry if they hard pull your credit, and each hard inquiry can deduct 5 to 20 points off your credit score. So if you're like me, I'm constantly applying for new credit cards to add to my wallet to take advantage of the benefits that they have, obviously in the appropriate time frame though. So generally you want to wait 6 to 12 months before applying for a new credit card. Now if you're a more advanced person and you have a ton of credit cards, you can do from 3 to 6 months. Just know that this will affect your credit score due to the hard inquiries on your profile. Now this category is not something I would focus too much on because it will recover and it's only 10% of your credit score. So ladies and gents, by understanding these 5 factors, you'll be on your way to getting a perfect credit score in no time. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you got valuable information out of this, and if you did like the video, please consider leaving a like down below. And then if you do like the content I've been giving, please consider subscribing. I'm trying to post a video every Sunday about credit, finance, military, and travel. Thank you for taking your time to watch this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.